Mame fa na se ma PENDREAM TV. PENDREAM TV de o se dem yopo.
And adwuma de bia meka mfato wom jantra. Sa wo ye jantre ni na obo jantra. Na jantra na wo ya na wunya mfaso asa wujai. Sa wo ye jantra we kurase na ye tua 2 cities, 4 cities. Otutuatua ho, wo nentutuatua ho, usisi wo na so. Abayo bi a wonim no, wo hwa ne pa aise so holy. Ni nenti I dey say de twitwi wo ma ho. Wo hwa ne tikọ, wo hwa oba nim aise mampam. Otrankran. Ono okọ onya be ma bi a 300 Ghana. Wo so hu sisi wo so e okwabre. Wenya akọ anim a 70 Ghana. Se wo beja ya konkran. It is a sign a document 2020 as a political party. Now sign a document ni we no. Ya bo nipa tuo omo a sebio e wo se obo mo ho ban. Omo a sebio e wo se o make sure say omo to aba no peacefully akotene fie. Omo nkuta tuo nkuta jan. Ya bo nipa nwotwe tuo a. Die na e wo se sama wo kokotena se saa die na wo ko sign na ama nipa 8 ya bo mu tuo no. Die na be mo asa akotena se me sa ko sign sa document ni biom. It means say so sa akotena se wo sign sa document ni biom a nipa na e bo mu tuo nipa nwotwe na eku omo no, you were not satisfied enough, they need to kill more. It is basically you reaffirming, you telling nipa na murderers na muku Ghana for 18 and say nipa na muku and wasn't enough because nipa na yeku omo no, we have still not solved that issue. Nipa na ye bo mu to 2020 no ebe sinde the same peace council and to me enka say yenchi nipa ba akumpontum. Inti why should the NDC get up again and say I even though you couldn't pan watch me per se me sa sign now sign here the probability say you best say kunipan watch and na edum siano it is high because I can't na ko sign here na enwa na edu kunipan watch adenti na wo ko sign biem. Now the issue is in Sama Esiwo Ghana, the NDC, they have made it clear. The Peace Council, the honest truth is, it is one of the most useless institutions in the history of the Republic of Ghana. They are a bunch of liars. They are a bunch of hypocrites. They are there to operate to suppress their democracy. The Peace Council, Juma Mayenina, for the past 8 years is to help Ekufuado destroy Ghanaians. That's all. What is the core responsibility of the Peace Council? Oh, the Peace Council only becomes effective when it's time for elections. And suddenly, the Peace Council feels say we have to sign peace pact for this country to be safe. But for the last 4 years, who said this country has been safe? The Peace Council only realized say a peace for Ghana when the NPP is about to kill again. We saw military men, we saw policemen who were holding guns in front of cameras, pointing guns at innocent citizens who were not armed. Till date, none of these people have been brought to book to Ebesine. The Peace Council have shown nothing. They have not pressed this government to make sure we get results. People are penalized. People are punished. For 8 years, for 4 solid years, not a single fly has been reprimanded. Not a single fly has been prosecuted. And we sit here, suddenly, the Peace Council feels say NDC and 4 months and Shakratasia Ghana election no enkuye mabodam. And you know what really hurts me? There are people on the Peace Council, I respect them a lot. And you na bado, but unim eya eduaba bako ene be say nuabari nyina. There are people on the Peace Council I expect to say they will think about the esino and basically put themselves in that situation. No mubuso mo say anketomia me baba anketomia anka sampo anka me mba be den it hurts to say these people that I revere, I respect, for some reason they feel say the killings was just an event and that we need to walk past it, go by it, let us brush it and put it behind us and move forward. The man who spoke when the Peace Council went to meet the NDC leadership, I respect him so much. The Ahmadiyya leader, I swear to God, I respect that man. But I was so disappointed when he opened his mouth to say, we should let bygones be bygones. Ahmadiyya teachings is one of the most purest teachings I have ever seen. Ope osuma omutumi chire nsemu emauti asia practically Ahmadiyya is one of those religions. And me, you know, I used to listen to a lot of Ahmadiyya for preachings, and when you listen to it, they are able to synchronize the Quran and the Bible. They are able to make understanding out of it. They are able to make you know the Old Testament and the Bible, no, how basically it's not even different. Ope osuma omya versatile pa when it comes to breaking down religion. And I say Bible and Quran for you to understand. You wouldn't even feel say you need to join them or join another group. You just feel say you want to worship your creator. It is Ahmadiyya, and I know and I still respect that. And to me, I don't play with Ahmadiyya people. Being what is Makaseti Ahmadiyya, I respect their teachings. And the leader of Ahmadiyya, I don't know why he feels or felt that day. And I know he was speaking from a special place. I know he was speaking from a place where he wanted things to be resolved. But I felt to say he was a little selfish on that day, saying, Nipan watcha yebo mutu, we should let bygones be bygones. That will hurt Allah. That will hurt God. Because God created man in his own image, and no man has the right to take the life of another man. No man. Any man who does that needs to be killed. And for that leader, I still respect. So I feel maybe he made his emotions, how he felt at that moment, take over what he wanted to say. Because this is not a man you can just say he doesn't know what he was doing. So I feel he really disappointed me that day.
Our plea is, let us let bygone be bygone. Not that we forget it. No sensible person can forget his past, because the past can always guide us as we move ahead. But we can shelve it with the hope that yes, we would be able to do better. We have what it takes to do much better than we are doing now.
We believe that Ayawaso West was going to happen. There was a commission. There were recommendations. The recommendations have not been implemented so far. Condition number one is that let us see full implementation of the recommendations of Ayawaso West Wogon. We want to see initiation of prosecution in respect of the perpetrators of the killings in Techiman Saf, Ablikuma Central, Banda, and Odododio.
So man, a very honorable man I respect a lot. I feel and my little knowledge, my little experience, and what I know is, if we don't deal with our situation today and we leave it behind us and call it the past, it will come back to harm us. I would say, as some now media leader, it was a slip of tongue. I know, and that's how I feel. But he was trying to make a case that yes, you know, and guide when people are not brought to book, the probability of those same people who are in power would do the same thing. The people who committed a crime are still having guns. The people who committed a crime are still in our national security. The people who committed a crime are still in the military. They still have guns. The leadership that gave them the instructions to go and shoot Ghanaians are still at post. How can we forget this and move into an election thinking Kandapa, Bride Champon, Ekufuado, Bedie told them they will not activate these same people again? That is why it is imperative that we make sure that these people are penalized to serve as a deterrent to anybody who is even thinking of doing that. Until that is done, we cannot go into an election with one political party that is always killed, that its people are always shot at, its people are always murdered. You don't expect them to go into the election thinking the oppressor is still going to come into this election without a hidden agenda.
Their lives in the Techiman South constituency.
I think that it is not fair for people to refer to an event without going back. What happened? Should the president just talk about if a criminal is shot, he's shot, the crime does not matter? I beg to differ. What happened? The president should stay out. Let the investigative people determine what happened. But I think it's not fair to insist that because somebody died, even if he was in the process of committing a crime, it becomes an issue. No, I beg to differ.
Not even commiserations to the families?
Hello? Do we commiserate with the families of armed robbers we shoot?
The president did not even speak at all about the people who lost their lives in the Techiman South constituency.
I think that it is not fair for people to refer to an event without going back. What happened? Should the president just talk about if a criminal is shot, he's shot, the crime does not matter? I beg to differ. What happened? The president should stay out. Let the investigative people determine what happened. But I think it's not fair to insist that because somebody died, even if he was in the process of committing a crime, it becomes an issue. No, I beg to differ.
Not even commiserations to the families?
Hello? Do we commiserate with the families of armed robbers we shoot?
Are the people who died armed robbers? Or
I keep saying. So the Peace Council, after Joe Wise, or a deputy speaker of parliament, MPP ni, Okacha Ghana for so, Oma ya bo mutu na muhu ni na, Oma ya armed robbers. Adentina was Ekufuado kasafa. The interesting thing is Ekufuado, Baumia, Napo, none of them Obian kansa asemu hu bibia. None of them. From 2020 besinde, Napo, Ekufuado, Baumia, Obianjina public, Enka said they are sorry for the killings from Ayawaso West Wagon, ABC Eye 2020 elections. None of these three guys. Ana Refi, Ekufuado, Baumia, Napo Kwasiampenyi, they have not. It means they are in support. So, Peace Council say we should let bygones be bygones. The people who committed the crime, almost feel bad about it. They have not said they will not commit that crime again. So why should the NDC get up and say, I am also going to sign or again going to sign another peace pact? Because peace pact or sign here no any the born in go for tour a MPP page ni begina TV to say NDC for Ghana for you kuomono omo armed robbers. So why should Asiedun Ketia say Mamenko signing another peace pact? It means Asiedun Ketia is signing the death warrant of Ghanaians and NDC sympathizers. He doesn't want to be the person who will sign the death warrant of Ghanaians. Asiedun Ketia is the chairman of a democratic party. He doesn't want to be the person who goes to sign a pact that at the end of the day, it tightens or it makes it difficult for the NDC and ordinary Ghanaians to defend themselves. Because the moment you sign this pact, automatically your hands are tied behind you. Basically, you are facing armed men who can just kill you. Because the Omoye and the first, they have not even been able to say I am sorry or we are sorry for because remember Nanado Dankwa Kufuado ono na the chairman Ghana Army ni na na penyini, so he can demand for the investigations soldier for mu boat no obetuma free police soldier penyini se bra bring all of them out to the Jubilee House also onye Mahamudu Bawumia, Ghana Police Service, on the Yedian, Security Yedian, Police Council, on the chairman. Obetuma kacha dampare so onda, dampare beda. Mahamudu Bawumia can demand for police for omubo tuoni nyina a record. Mahamudu Bawumia say onye. He's not even going to speak on it. The same way, Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo sa why this sa bone na ye ka say oh, dia why ye ne de dangerous. Na sebio o party no dia maya no munye sure say it is going to further destroy this republic. It is further going to destroy this country. Inti dia also ye ne say e wo say o kasemu eden eyefe. Nipa na obo 2020. Nipa na or destroy lives 2020 no. And the Onya Akwenya Peace Council, dear Okan say he will not hand over to, even if the NDC wins, he will still hand over to his own party. This is Akufo-Addo.
Tameka say so be Ghana how betumi adi sankrofo mienu ho dance a me na Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo. Na me say Ghana for so when tie masam na tumi na ye ba be pray 7 December no ye mfama Mahamudu Bawumia and Matthew Poku Prempe one na betumi a trade manase and this in paying for no say yanti ase say me say bitumi jamechi e ma wo na kofo wona ntimi wachi ye bibia me ye betu ya machi aja ho oni pa be betu wa konwa no so afi na me ba be bo no ba be sira konwa no so emba so kira wenum we chi ema ho na kofo wona ntimi wachi ye bibia me ye betu ya machi aja ho oni pa be betu wa konwa no so afi na me ba be bo no ba be sira konwa no so emba so kira wenum.
Peace Council, this is the president Obi handing over mano. Ojina stage catch Ghana for say, oh no, there's no way Obi handing over power Ediama NDC. Say Mahama we ni kura onye. You don't see a problem with this. You want NDC to sign a pact. 2017, Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo. I mention what democracy is, and this goes to the Peace Council. I mention with the democracy here. I mention what the NDC stands for, what John Mahama understands and believe, and what Ghanaians we believe, and the reason why today Akwarakra were confidence in John Mahama and the NPP, anybody who represents the NPP. The reason why today majority of Ghanaians, some person will keep this country safe, our democracy safe, no. The reason why they believe that John Mahama is the right person to lead. Peace Council, there are things in our past that we are not supposed to forget. Those are the things that I was say a guide here as a nation, and those things, you know, the NDC, John Mahama, they have shown it, and they keep preaching it, and it's all about peace and democracy. When Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo won power, John Dramani Mahama, it was the most difficult moment in his life. He had everything to his side. He had the military. He had the police. He had everything. John Mahama said, Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo, the people say you have won. And the EC that you are saying that I chose the leader is saying you have won the elections. John Dramani Mahama Soreye called Akufo-Addo to the Jubilee House and said, this is going to be your new office. John Mahama did one thing. He walked Akufo-Addo through the Jubilee House, office by office, showed him every single place in the Jubilee House and said, these are the keys.
PENDREAM TV. Now, so far so good. Say open online portal e Ghana. Nipa share, nipa follow, nipa comment here. To my best of knowledge, without any biases, PENDREAM TV.